How would your retention improve if each employee had one trusted person that they could talk to whenever times got hard? I'm Greg with Retention and Reward Partners. And I was going through some research on loneliness at work, and I found a study that Cigna did a few years ago that said that people who feel lonely at work are twice as likely to quit than those who don't. And one of the solutions for this is to foster a culture or an environment where people develop these connections, a trusted peer, a trusted advisor that each person can go to when times get hard. Because let's be honest, work is going to be hard. It's not always going to be fun. Honestly, it's rarely going to be fun. And so when times get hard and people start thinking, I don't know if I want to do this anymore, if they had one trusted peer, one trusted connection that they could go to and say, hey, I'm not feeling it today. Things are getting really hard. I don't know if I can do this anymore. And they could have somebody to talk to kind of vent and walk through these emotions. Do you think that it might be possible that maybe they could work through this with their friend and possibly decide to stay? It's not like you need to get therapists for the staff. That's certainly not sustainable, and that's for a much more difficult, mental health issue. But this is just when we get stressed out and we have a hard time. I know personally throughout my career in corporate America, and I spent 20 years in HR, 15 years in total rewards. I know that there were really hard days, and I know that I had specific friends at work who I could go to and say, man, today's been tough. Here's what's going on. And just the fact that they listened to me and kind of helped me talk through what was going on helped me to step back a little and think, okay, this is something I think I can get through. So if you created that in your organization, if you created a space where people were encouraged to develop these relationships, how do you think that would improve your retention? Now, you might be asking yourself, well, what do I do as the leader to make sure that this happens? Well, honestly, number one, you can talk about it and make it a priority. You can help people understand that it's really important that we get to know each other at work. Now, we're talking about professional relationships here. We're not talking about anything more than that. We're talking about people who are colleagues at a professional level who can talk to each other and be very open and honest with each other. And that, it doesn't just have to be about work, but at the same time, they don't have to become friends that are hanging out on the weekend either. There's a sort of a middle ground. So make it a priority that you really want to help people develop relationships. Then beyond that, what can you do? Well, one of the things at Retention and Rewards Partners that we do is we deliver workshops that help show people how to intentionally connect across the organization, how to figure out who to talk to, how to have conversations in a very non-threatening, low-risk way in which they start to learn about each other and let other people get to know them. And in that way, they start to build some of these relationships and start to really develop a level of workplace trust so that when things do get hard, they can go to that person and say, hey, it's been a hard day. And instead of them taking that frustration and going and searching online for a new job or taking that call from a recruiter, they go talk to their friend who they've developed this relationship with, and they usually can back away from the ledge a little bit. So those are my ideas. I think that this idea of being lonely at work is a huge issue. In fact, I believe the Surgeon General, or the last Surgeon General in the United States, identified loneliness at work as a critical health issue. And so when we tell people that it's important that they connect at work, when we show them how to do it in a way that's comfortable for them, that's not forced, that's not some mixer that they have to go to, or it's not like a trust fall or some other sort of goofy corporate thing, but really show them how to do this in an intentional way. It helps develop these relationships. So if you're interested in learning more, follow our page on LinkedIn, like this video, send us a note, send us a message, reach out to me directly, and I can tell you more about how we might be able to create this environment in your organization.